Brought to you by Penguin.
Old Soul by Susan Barker. Read by George Blagden, Olivia Vinnell, and Jill Wintonitz.
Taos County, 1982. August 1st. I woke before dawn to an empty mattress, wrapped myself in a bedsheet, and went outside to find E on the bench in the clearing, staring out across the drought-stripped plains to the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, a jagged line against the shadowy blue sky. She was naked, near luminescent in the half-dark. Hearing my footsteps, she spoke without turning. I couldn't sleep. The wooden bench creaked as I sat beside her. I could sense she didn't want to be touched, and chilly though it was, I suppressed the urge to wrap her up with me in the bedsheet, or reach for her face or dark waves of hair. E still didn't turn to me. She remained gazing at the low peaks, beneath the constellations fading in the end of night sky. T. What are you looking at? E. I'm waiting for Venus. T. O Venus, beauty of the skies, to whom 1,000 temples rise. I faltered, embarrassed. I couldn't remember the rest. E. The beauty's a mask. Venus was once like Earth, but now it's an inferno. Its oceans boiled away, and the continents are just black volcanic rock and rivers of lava. The atmosphere is crushing, vaporizing, sulfuric acid and carbon dioxide. Can you imagine it? T. Not really. Lately, my imagination's limited to the block of Oaxaca granite I'm pounding away at with mallet and chisel for 10 hours a day in the studio. E. Venus spins backwards, opposite to the spin of Earth or any other planet, and it spins slowly, at the pace of a walking man. A day on Venus is longer than a year. There. I followed the end of her pointing finger. A tiny sphere of celestial light was appearing in the dip between two low summits. Eerie, haunted, pale. We watched silently for a while. E. I dream I'm there sometimes, walking toward the sunset at the speed that Venus slowly turns, so the sun never disappears. It just continues to set, forever. I shivered, pulled the sheet tighter around me. T. Sounds lonely. Venus shone at the lower edge of the dusky, purple-streaked sky. E. No, it's not.
Testimony 1. Mariko. It begins at Kansai International Airport, by the gate for flight KL378 to Amsterdam. I'd sprinted there through Terminal 1, after realizing at security the departure time I'd thought was 19:05 was actually 17:05. Sweaty, breathless, and frantic from the repeated last call of my name over the tannoy, I reached the empty lounge and ran over to the Dutch agent at the gate desk, pleadingly holding out my passport and misread boarding pass. She told me gate 27 had just closed. "But the plane hasn't detached from the sky bridge," a voice called out behind me. A woman with a small wheeled suitcase was clipping towards us in low heels, her sleek black hair shimmering in the light streaming through the high Terminal 1 ceiling of glass and curvilinear steel. Her grey trouser suit, silk blouse and leather shoulder bag all exuded the wealth of business class. "The luggage is still being loaded on," she added. Glancing through the glass wall at the Boeing 787, I saw she was right. The jet bridge was still connected, and cargo containers were being lifted into the underbelly of the plane. The porthole showed passengers shuffling up the aisle, or reaching up to stow bags overhead.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?